Fish. Objective. The objective of this topic is to know the structure of a bony fish with respect to Labiorrhita. The aquatic environment is home to a number of fish. A typical bony fish, such as Labiorrhita, has a streamlined body, which helps it to overcome the resistance offered by water as the fish swims. The body is covered by scales and slime. The scales reduce the friction and resistance to water and protect the internal tissues. The slime helps in locomotion by reducing resistance to water, and it also prevents bacterial and parasitic growth on the skin of the fish. The body of the fish is divided into three parts: the head, trunk, and tail. The head is devoid of scales. It bears a large terminal mouth. Above the mouth, we find a pair of nostrils leading to a nasal chamber. These nostrils are only olfactory in function and help to sense food. They do not have any role in respiration. On either side of the head, we find a large rounded and slightly movable pair of eyes, which are without eyelids. These provide the fish with a wide field of vision, both to the front and back. External ears are absent. A bony plate on each side of the head is the most important characteristic feature of the fish. It is the gill cover or the operculum that protects the gills. In the trunk region, running beneath the spinal column, we find an airtight sac called the swim bladder. This sac takes in oxygen and helps the fish maintain its buoyancy so that the fish stays at a certain level in the water without sinking to the bottom or floating to the surface. A two-chambered heart is present. Extending from the head to the tail and running along the sides of the body is the sense organ called the lateral line. It detects the vibrations and electric fields generated by other fish or objects. Arising as flat appendages on the body of the fish, we find some modified limbs, which are called the fins. The trunk and the tail bear two kinds of fins. The paired fins called the pectoral fins and pelvic fins, and the median fins, namely the dorsal, anal, and forked caudal fins. The pectoral fins correspond to the forelimbs of the vertebrates and are used for up and down movement and help the fish swim. The pelvic fins correspond to the hind limbs and are used as brakes. They also assist in the up and down movement of the fish. The paired caudal fins push the fish to move forward.